Hello, can you hear me? Let me see. What? Activate. There it was. Boom. Hello. Yes, I'm still here. Not dead. Not abandoned the game or anything. Yeah. So no worries. I'm with a new setup here. Some new changes to the sound. New Stream Deck setup and new. I'm using the same OBS setup now that I'm using for these versions, creating these devlogs I've done lately. Well, the last few devlogs has been one recording where I'm editing the the devlog while recording it. So I was thinking I would do the same. I could use the same thing for when live streaming because basically it's the same. And now I can see it. Turn on some light here. Anyway, so I just before going live here, I was chatting with Keltusar and he said, well, maybe you should go live just so people know that you are still live. So I thought, okay, let's do it because I was working on the game anyway. But I have been away, and the reason, as you can see here in the background, it's a new place. I moved to a new house, and that's why I've been away so long, and that's why there's still 4th of July stuff in the game. I think I need to turn the camera a bit. I just don't think I was in frame. Now it's even worse. Hello. So yeah, this is a new office, and that's very nice. But that doesn't really change the game much just by itself. But all the things I've done here, well, the house has of course nothing to do with the game, but you know, I've been away for a while, but it's only to get back at something that is hopefully better and easier for me to use to be able to make more on the game, of course. So, yeah, so as you might can see, I got a new camera, got a new mic, and have a little different setup here. So what I was actually working on right now, before going live, and which I will continue now, is the most important thing right now, which is removing the 4th of July. Of course, that should have happened a long time ago, but when that should have happened, that should. Let me just check. I'm sorry for jumping around, but I haven't done this in a while. I haven't been live streaming since February, it seems. I just looked at my last live stream, and that was from February. So I need to learn this new setup, and I also need to figure out the volume or the levels of the sound. So right now, how is the music compared to my voice? Is that okay, or should the music be a bit louder maybe? Like that. Yeah, the giant hats are fun, but I think I will take them away so they can get back, you know, around 4th of July next year, because then it's a little more fun thing. Just like GTA have snow in around Christmas, I would like to have these things coming back, you know, at 4th of July and stuff like that. Music might be a bit too quiet. Yeah, I just turned it up a bit. It should be okay now. Of course, it goes down when I'm speaking, but it should go up when I'm not. Hello everybody. I don't know how many people are here. I usually stream via the restream, and with that I can see how many people are watching and stuff like that, and we can do these kind of commands and stuff like that in the chat, but I couldn't make that work, so I just tried out the normal YouTube streaming, and that was kind of I thought I went live privately just to test it. As I remember, you have to go live and then click now I want to go live, but it just went live and then I was live, so yeah, so here I am. Anyway, we'll do it better next time. But anyway, I want to see when I run the B-roll here, is that too loud? No, that should also be okay with the volume. Okay, so what I was saying is, and what I was saying actually, yeah, I need to remove the 4th of July stuff. So that's what I'm working on. And also another thing, which, okay, pretty lucky. Wow, what's going on? Something is killing my machine. Is it? Let me see here. Let me just check. With all this stuff running, my machine is kind of pretty under pressure. Yes. Let's try again. Man, it's lagging. What? It's super laggy. Let me try something. Is it the video? Okay, it's the camera maybe. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You can live without my face down there. Yeah, but it's actually not Unity taking too much memory. I think actually it's the cam here. But I'm also looking into getting a new machine because this is like, I don't know, many years old, and it's I have postponed to renew it because I wouldn't. It's harder for me to find performance bottlenecks if I have the latest and greatest machine. That has been kind of my thing. I've said to myself and to you in the last couple of years, but now it's actually becoming a real problem because now I can't stream and record while having the game run okay in Unity. The game runs fine, not in Unity, but in Unity it's, you know, there's a lot of other stuff running, so it's even harder for the machine, and it starts lagging now, and I don't want to stream and show the game off in Unity and people coming by, joining, and just see the game lagging completely. So I would like it to run a little more smooth. So I think I have to get a new machine soon so I can have a little more smooth game while streaming. Then I have some other ways of finding performance bottlenecks and stuff like that. But let's go ahead here without camera. Anyway, what are you saying? Can't hear desktop audio. I don't think there are any desktop audio right now. We could try and just to well, I don't know, to be honest, about new machine. I'm a developer, programmer, so I'm a software guy. I don't care at all or know anything about the hardware. I just need something that is fast, stable, and most importantly, super silent, because I'm sitting here working my day job 8 hours a day, and then maybe 2 hours on the game each day. So that's 10 hours a day I'm sitting here at least. And my machine needs to be freaking quiet. I hate sound from fans or beeping sound or just any noise. So I need something that is very silent. But I will find some whatever who build machines in Denmark and then just let them build something and let them know, please make it silent. But anyway, so I don't know what it's gonna, just 64 RAM or whatever gigabytes of RAM and some quick SSD disk, but it's not so important. Of course it's important, but everything you buy today will be faster than what I have now. So yeah, but liquid cool machines, they still have fans on the radiator to cool down the liquid, right? I also actually thought that, you know, if you had water cooled or liquid cooled CPUs, they would be totally silent, but there are fans to cool down the liquid. So yeah. But it's kind of loud, yeah. I'd rather have it a bit slower and more silent. This machine I have now have like a 1080 or something like that, and I don't know, 32 gigabytes of RAM or something. But this one said, well, now I can hear the fans a little. But when I'm just normal, but that's because I'm streaming. But when I'm just normally using the machine, it doesn't say anything. Until, you know, I open up a game or start live streaming. Fluid PCs, the whole PC is inside a liquid and the fans just move the liquid around. Yeah, I don't. Well, the fan, there's some fans that needs to cool the liquid, and there needs to be some kind of pump that moves the liquid around. Yeah, the fans doesn't have to run at high speed though. You just need a little airflow through the fans to cool it. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I've done on this machine. I lowered or raised the bar, whatever I can't remember what, but I did something in the BIOS to make the fan start a little later and run a little slower, you could say. So that's why it's not like the fans are not running when it's just idle, but it's only a few of them are running and they're running very slow, which is enough to keep it cool. Hello, Chocolate. Hello, Pyro Luca. Vincent Yosui. Yeah, I can't say that. Amnesty. Keltusar. All the core ones. Anyway, let's get moving, because what I'm actually working on now is removing all the Force of July stuff. And instead of just moving it by going in and removing all the game objects, just hiding all the game objects, doing like this, I've added a little new script in the game. It's not in the, for modders, it's not in the mod tools yet, because I don't know if it's, typically I'm making stuff inside the game first, and then when I've kind of have it figured out how I want to use it, I move it, and if it's something that makes sense, of course, I move it to the mod tool, so modders can also use and opt into these things. So yeah. So this is just I made this little script here where you can there's a little component here that is basically something you can put on a game object, and then you can add some additional ones, but basically just takes this game object that it's on, and then you can pick an event where this one should be active. So, and then inside the game, I can set whatever is active right now. So right now it's set to none because it's not 4th of July anymore, and therefore it's removing all the 4th of July stuff if all the 4th of July stuff have this component on it. So it seems like I'm done with the main menu here. So I need to move to, and I think I've taken the town. Let me just check that. And while it loads, you can look at me, or we can look at some B-roll. because I have that, because I'm using this setup to do devlogs. But I think, of course, I need to make some new B-roll for that. But I think actually I can use the same for live streams. You know, why can't you look at B-roll while I'm talking about something? Not to just look at me all the time, because it's not super exciting. Even though I now have a mirror in the background. Which doesn't change anything. And I can also run this little, which I'm using in the beginning of the devlogs, I can also run this little ad or intro or whatever you want to call it. But apparently that lags like that, and that's super weird. I know I'm jumping out of on another thing now. I have these two videos. I have this B-roll here, which, okay, I don't know how it runs for you. It kind of lags for me now too. I think my machine is kind of is not feeling well, I guess. But this B-roll runs fine, and it's exported with the same settings as this one. And this one is just, it just lags like crazy. It's even worse now than it used to be. But okay, there's something completely mad with my machine. Maybe it's the heat. We're having it pretty hot here. It's 25 degrees in here. But still, come on. Weird. Oh, I'm using Windows 11. That's another argument for getting a new machine. This machine cannot run Windows 11. Well, maybe I could force it on the machine, but this machine is not, I can't remember what it's called, but at least in Windows Update, it doesn't say you can update. It says specifically you can't update. But I think it's because I have an old CPU already. When I got the machine, the CPU was a little old because, long story. Anyway, I would like to go to a Windows 11 too. I have that on my laptop, on my Surface Pro. It just lags like crazy. It's amazing. That's actually not amazing. Okay. Anyway, 4th of July. So basically, how are you guys while I'm looking for 4th of July stuff? I hope you didn't lose faith in the game just because I was away. It was basically just because I was moving. So private causes, you could say. But I'm slowly getting back now. So you should see more stuff. Okay, town seems fine. Except it lags like... What is going on? Nothing better than a live stream where the host just troubleshoots stuff. Did that channel got hacked? What is the that channel? Pyro, was that for me? What, hardware or? No, it's not set in NG mode. I think it's just well, the thing is, I got this, as you can see, this new mic here, and that is a beacon mic, if you have seen that. And there's some software with that, and I also have the beacon mix create, which is a little mixer thingy. I don't know if you can see, where I can turn up and down the music and stuff like that. And they have software running, but it's not like that is not the one taking all the. It is mainly OBS taking all the juice. And then of course I'm running the camera with, before it was just like it's still only taken in 1080p I think, and now it's coming in via a cam link. I bought a cam link thing, but that shouldn't be, you know, harder for the machine. It is OBS. You can see here. It's OBS taking all the juice. But I can also say that my machine haven't been reinstalled in 6 years or something like that. So, I don't know. Poof, I'm now gone. See you, Liam, if you're going out. Okay, I don't know what that channel is, but it's fine. Oh, it's not fine that it's hacked, but fine that you say it. Lately my channel got hacked too, but I restored everything safely. Oh, hope I'm not getting hacked. I try to have two-step authentication on most things for the same reason. So. Reduce your bitrate for streaming. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, what is that set to here actually? Because in when I was using Restream, I was also streaming to Twitch, and there was a it's also streaming with okay, with 10,000 kilobits per second. But shouldn't that be fine? But of course that is also taking some juice. But instead of lowering that, I just need a new machine. I think that's the way to fix it. Yeah, I can't. I won't change the bitrate now because that will actually stop the stream. So I'm doing it in another way. Oh, we are just gonna have it here without the cam on. And then we have to live with things being a little slower or more laggy this time. Let's see. Well, I'm not getting a new machine tomorrow, but at some point in the not too far future. And let's see if that helps. Okay, so this one was good. We just did that, and then we go to the city. I think I fixed that too. Any excuse. And that's the thing, when you start thinking about getting a new machine, you just find all the problems with the old one to convince yourself that you need to get a new one. No, but seriously, this one is like, I think it's from 15 or 16, so it's like 7 years old or something like that. And back when I got it, it was an old CPU already back then. So yeah, so let's so we can see here, hopefully we should have some 4th of July stuff. So of course we have the hats and all that. Oh, that's another thing. Actually, so far, oh my god, it's lagging. Because this is a pretty, you know, Cody's Firework American style store, I was actually thinking keeping, also to make it clear that these ones are just props, or they are just like, they're not real, you know, firecrackers. First of all, they're much bigger than the one you can spawn, but secondly, they are wearing these hats. So I was actually thinking just leaving the hats on as part of the store here, and not letting that be a part of the 4th of July. Let me just remove this UI thingy, this one. So let's see, if we remove this, we get this hat, and we have some balloons also. Oh, that's these ones. Okay. Yep. Okay. We also get these ones. Okay. So, just a second. Okay, I couldn't even switch to the be right back thingy. But then you can see how that works. I have this. Okay, it's called BRB now. Boom, and then we have the ending. I don't have an ending screen, so you have to live without that. And starting. Rename. I just okay. Anyway, let's see if the be right back. Yes, and starting. Okay, it works. Fine. Good. Let's continue. So I've added this new component, or made this new component, as I said, which I put in here, and then I can say it should be only for 4th of July, which makes everything go away because it's actually not set to 4th of July anymore. So that's good. And we can also see here that it changed the 4th of July game objective active state from true to false, as it have a game event 4th of July and a game has none. It's an internal thing, but it's getting out in the log if that happens. But it should be, yeah, it should actually be like that before the game is built. Anyway. Yeah, keep the hats on. Yeah, we keep the hats on for in the store, for these in the store here, because yeah, again, it's very American style, and it makes it a little more clear that this is props and not actually firecrackers. Yeah, I know, Keltasar, you were just talking about your machine and then all of a sudden it crashed and you had to get a new one. We know that. There's nothing like a hammer to help you get a new machine. Anyway, I think we missed something here, I can see. So that's... Okay, so that's something on the billboard. So then we need to go into this prefab here. And then we are gonna add a new, because we wanna... You can see there's these 3 here. So let's add a new empty one called 4th of July. And reset it because it doesn't really matter. And then we move this in here, and then we do this and put a new one on. So this is super boring, but it's stuff that needs to happen. Because next 4th of July, I can just go into the game settings and change it to 4th of July, and then all these things should be back. This year I had to do that manually, but yeah. So I think that's it. I usually, the most of the stuff is, as you could also see, is located under this, but some of them I went into the prefabs of this one, for instance, and added to them, because then I could add it once here, and then it would show up on all of them, all the billboards in the game. I think that's it for the city, and then we have the ranch. I should really do something. Do this in a better way. It's a little annoying having to go into all these maps, but I don't know how I could actually do that better. Let's see here. Let's get this question out of the way already, because I think so far no one asked that in this stream. No, and it's actually amazing nobody asked that. But I think it's because Super is not here. He would have said it. So when is multiplayer coming? Well, first of all, no promise of multiplayer, because this game is built up from scratch to be a single player game. However, it would be really nice to have multiplayer. And as I'm a geek, I would like, and a nerd and a programmer, I would really like to have multiplayer, because it could be really funny to make. And of course, I see the benefits and the fun in running around with like 3 or 4 of your friends. And Unity actually just released their new native what was it? What's it called? Netcode for game objects or whatever. It doesn't matter, but their new multiplayer solution with some relay service and stuff like that too, and that would be really nice. But I'm first of all, I'm kind of planning to look into multiplayer next year, but that doesn't mean it will come out in January. It means I will start looking at it at the beginning of next year, and then let's see. Maybe I run into something that just makes it completely impossible, and then we have to wait for Fireworks Mania 2 or something like that. But I would really like to avoid that if I can. I would like to stick with just having this one game and just make that better. But I know that Rob Lang, which is another game developer, he switched his multiplayer platform Foundation twice from what's it called? What was the first one? From Photon, I think, to Mirror, and now he's switching from Mirror to Unity's new game objects, netcode for game objects or something like that. So I'm looking forward to see his devlogs about that, and I'm also chatting a little with him on Discord, and Twitter. And so far he is saying it's actually pretty good. So that would be nice if I can use that. I would like to stick with the native Unity stuff, to not be too dependent on third-party stuff. But yeah, that's not really an argument in itself, but long story. Are there free servers available? What? Someone did. Oh, okay. So there has actually been a question for multiplayer, but there you have your answer. But the way I'm thinking of doing it is that it will be kind of there won't be any servers that you join. You will join your friends. So you will also, one of you will host the game. That's my idea, because this game doesn't make sense to play with strangers like that. So you most likely play with your friends anyway. And there's also a big cost for me if I should have some kind of setup where I have servers up and running. And it makes sense if you have kind of a game where that fits, but it doesn't fit to that game. But anyway, enough talk of multiplayer, because we have a lot of other stuff to do this year. And first of all, removing this 4th of July things, which is not really actually moving the game forward, but it just have to be done so we can get back to a base of the game, and then I can start up some of the new stuff. But now let's do this first. And as I said in the beginning, it's not because I've been working on 2 months for removing this stuff. It's just because my machine really got set up correctly like last weekend or something like that. So it's only been set up so I could kind of get on work, but yeah, there was some other stuff I needed to complete first before starting or continuing the game. The servers don't have to be yours. You can get some for maybe. Yeah, but without getting into too much details, because I don't know that much about multiplayer. I never made a multiplayer game before. Let me get this up. I think if I make it multiplayer, like, you know, with self-hosting, or your friends are hosting the game, I think actually it's easy to make a dedicated server from that. But yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, let's get it working first, at least, and that's not gonna happen right now. So let's remove 4th of July stuff from here, maybe so we can see better. So that's it. Let's go in and let's add this. And how is my voice, by the way, sounding? If you can remember back from the devlogs and other live streams, is it better? Is it worse? Is it too loud? Is it too low? Because I think this mic is actually better. It picks up my voice pretty good here close by, but getting away from the microphone, it's kind of, you know, it's not so sensitive with background noises, which is nice. And then I like the LED strip here, because I've of course changed that to red. It can't be another color. I think actually if I mute it here. No, not when I mute like that. Anyway, it can change color. Okay, in your opinion, it's the same. Okay, but that's good enough for me. As long as it's not worse. But this mic gives me a lot more opportunities to change, you know, the equalizer things, if I wanted to. I have done that, but just like briefly, because I'm not a sound engineer. I don't know anything about it. I just wanted to be easy and sound okay. Okay, so that was 4th of July on the range, and then I think that was it for now. But I will do a build and I will try and then I'm pretty sure some of you guys, if you find some 4th of July stuff, you will get back to me saying, hey, you missed this, and then we fix it. So that was the city. Yeah, flat map didn't have anything, and the lab is just my own little thing, and the main menu is also fixed. This one doesn't have any, and the lab doesn't have anything else. The lab is just my testing map here. It's not included in the game. Okay, so town here. So. No, I already did the town. I did that as but I think I did that actually before going live. I did it yesterday, I think. Oh my god, it's lagging. It's crazy. So that should be fine. Okay, cool. Let me check this in. Let me see here. Did the store have that? And city, range, town. We have this new thingy, we have this one, and we have some prefabs where we have added this logic to. Cool. Okay. Added logic to game events like. So let me check, because for this next version I actually just wanted to get this removed fast as possible and get it out there. And then I can start working on more stuff. I also need to update to a new version of Unity at some point. It will be lots of very exciting things. So this is just something, it's just, you know, housekeeping. I just need to get this fixed. It's not really because I want to, but it just needs to be handled. Okay, so I can actually show you this. Where is this one? There's no secrets in this, I think. Just beware that it's not all of this I will actually do. But we have hide and removed the 4th of July decoration, so let's move that. Then we have to update the Steam with some new minimum requirements. I don't want to do that right now because I'm not sure I'm allowed to show the backend of Steam, so we can do that. And then we have something from Keltosar here, which is actually a really good idea because most of you have most likely have this problem, and I think it should be pretty easy to do. And it's basically just a backup of autosaves, basically a backup of all blueprint saves. Keltosar wrote me, I think 2 or 3 times these past 2 months crying because he by accident overwrote or overwritten his blueprint, which can happen to even the best. So he was suggesting that it should do a backup, and I was thinking, okay, that should actually not be that big of a problem, because if I just always saves a backup of your current quick save, you will always have that later on, and I just save it in a backup folder, which is not included in the browsing thing, but it's something that you could go back and find and then put into your blueprints folder and then restore like that. Yeah, he Keltosar, he was 6 times, okay, but you only wrote me 2 or 3 or something like that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I wasn't actually considering adding this, but let's try out, because it's only 20 to 5, so I should have some time. I also need to look into I can just show you here. So let's take a look into this and see if we can help Keltosar not cry some other time. But there is also something about, and I saw that in a live stream also, that when he dropped I think when he dropped the 2022 cake, his FPS just went. You could see in this FPS counter we have in the corner there, and with the 2021 it didn't do it, and there was some weird frame drops when spawning some cakes and some stuff. So I had to look into that, but. With the setup I have now, as you can see, just being in Unity and moving around lags. So I'm pretty sure it will be very hard to find that problem today. So let's not do like that. Let's see. I just need to see something here. Okay. Yep. Okay. So let's try and give this a go with that backup thing, because I think actually it's not that big of a problem. If I just find blueprint, I haven't worked with this for a long time, so let's see. Blueprint loan UML blueprint manager, and let me bump up the font so you can also see it. There must be some kind of save method. load quick save. Save to file async. So binary. Save to file. Yeah. Let me see something else. Because again, as I was saying, let me see. If I could basically just a second. So I'm back again. So I want to see how yeah, as I said, as I was about to say, basically this is the, let's take a look at here. Blueprints. So this is where the blueprints are saved, and this is the folder that is read that I read in to show the blueprints in the list in the inventory. So if there was a backup folder in here, and I just put in a copy of everything you save, then we would always have, and with a little timestamp in it, then we would always have a backup. So it's as simple as that, really. But let me go here and go to the lab. And the reason I'm going to the lab is because it's a little faster to load. So that's why I'm using this lab. I could also use the flat one, but... Hello, Yarn Gaming. I'm still here. I see you guys are still going on with Fireworks Mania videos with mods. Perfect. And also a big applaud to Kel'Thuzar for handling the mod.io crisis. They just updated the API and suddenly there was a problem where updated and new mods were not showing up. Not only in my game but in general. And we can have that. So Kel'Thuzar handled it. Make sure they knew that something was up. And they should fix it. So let's see here. let's try and save. Then we should get into here, and then we get a blueprint here. Okay. So folder. So where it is coming from? It's coming from there. Let's go stack. Oh, that's a long one. Blessing and a curse. This these unit task thingy. Okay. So we have the full. This is the full path for the file, including the name. So, just as a quick way of trying to do this, backup file name. Let's try that, and let's say file info. No file. No path, it's path. Path, file name. Okay, so get file name. Yeah, okay, so we take this. Basically what I'm doing, or what I'm trying to do here, is that I'm trying to take this is the full name, full length to the file, the path and the file name. So now I'm getting the file name of that path, and I'm including the JSON thing, and then I call it backup. Backup underscore, and then some date thing underscore, and then the name. And in here we just put in datetime. Datetime. You just now. Dot too short. Too short. To string. Then we need some kind of format, and I can't remember if it's. Okay, let's just do it like this at first. So we just get a file that is called backup underscore a time and a date, and then the file name that you're trying to save, and we're gonna save that in backup folder. Again, I'm just trying it out quickly. I'm just not reading the chat too much right now because I'm concentrating. So here we're doing the same. We're saying path dot get folder directory. Get directory name. Is that then the full path? Oh, I can't remember. And is it like that? And then backups. And then we can say persistence. We can actually just move. We could actually just move the file. Or copy. So we take the source file that we just saved, and then we move it to this folder with this name. I don't know if it makes sense, and I'm not even sure it works, but let's try it out. So basically what it should do now is it should save the blueprint, and then we generate a new file name and figure out where the folder is. And I need to create this folder, of course. Wait a second. Backup folder. So if directory exists, so if this doesn't exist, we create it. Create directory. Boom. Then we can save it. Else we'll get an error because the directory doesn't exist. Make a day in the live video. Yeah, I have actually thought about doing that again. Because now I got a little better camera. I'm a little better at editing and speaking to the camera, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I like making stuff like that. It's fun, but it also takes time away from the game. So I'm kind of, yeah. And Lionel is here too. Hello. Yeah, Young Gamer, I don't know if you heard it, but the reason I have been gone is actually because I've moved to a new house. So that have taken up all my time. As you can see here, it's a new office. And we just figure out in this doing this live stream that for sure my machine is too old and I need a new one because it's freaking lacking. I can't even, if I'm this is crazy. And this is also, is it better here without the camera? But come on. Whoops. What did I do there? So let's try and save. Boom. So it should save here. No. I hit the wrong button. So let's see. Okay, so now it saves the file to the quick save. And now we're trying to make a new file name. So this will be the new file name, backup, blah, 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 blah. And I will make something. Yeah. Anyway, this is region specific, so this will look different based on where you're located, but I will change it so it will be the same for everybody. I just can't remember the different letters for the different things. Awesome. Anyway, so this is the new file name and it should be located in, okay, that actually works. Blueprints, backups, yes, it checks if it works. It didn't, so it created and then it moved this file to this new location. This one. I'm at the. Ah, damn it. It crashed. Directory does not exist. What? Ah. Okay. Okay. It's just me being an idiot. It's just because we need to do like this. And then this and this. So we need to do like, boom, that was a weird way of doing that. But anyway, so, okay, so folder name / and then the backup file name. Perfect, let's try it out again. And you can look at me while that happens, because, come on. Game dev time. I can also show you some lagging B-roll while it's reloading the game here. Man, it's annoying. What makes me overpowered? He's making coffee all day. I'm actually, to be honest, I'm actually only drinking 1 cup of coffee every day. That makes Lomania overpowered. Is that a lounge room you are in, Lomania? Yeah, it's my new office. Damn it, it's lagging. I'm getting... Ugh. It's so annoying. But no, this is the new office. There's a mirror here. You can see it's not like it's crazy long. The sofa isn't like 5 meters. Okay, so let's try again. So we save and it crashes again. And why does it do that? Blueprints, backups. Okay. I think I know why. Cannot be a space in it, so I have to look this up. Okay, let's see. C# to string format. So we need a year. Let's see. Okay, come on. It's the wrong one. Oh, it's daytime. Daytime to string. Where is the... Here it is. Okay. So. Year, month, person. That's that one. Okay, so it is the big one. So let's say, okay, so big Y and then month. Can also be, I'm not completely sure. Month and then day is something like, it's because I can't remember if it's upper or lower. But that's not. Because there's some of them, there is a difference between upper and lower case. Dang. It's the wrong list. There used to be, and I used to find a long list of these. Here it is. This one. Okay, so you can see day says lowercase day. Okay. And then we need the two ones with the two D's, which is, so it will be 0, 1. Okay. Like that. And we have month, minutes. You see, minutes is the small one and month is the big one. So that's where you can easily make a mistake here. I'm putting in lower m's in here, and then you get the minutes instead of the month. So 2 month, yes, and days, yes, and then we have underscore, and then we have hours, hour, and then we have lowercase, minutes, and seconds. So you wouldn't think that you would have to know anything about formatting date times when you're making a game, but you have to. So now it should be year with like 4 characters, month, day, yeah, and underscore hour, minute, seconds, because then there's no space in there. Oh, if there's a space in the name, how do we do that? Override. But maybe that wasn't the problem, really. Directory could not be found exception. Destination I found. We actually did create the folder. Actually, backups. Let's try again. Exist. If it doesn't exist a false, then we create it. Assad, hi, what's up? Well, back from 2 months, not fully, but almost fully not working on the game due to some private things. But now I'm back. And what we're working on right now is removing the 4th of July decorations from the game. Why not date, month, year? Yeah, the problem is that depends on where you live in the world, what is national to you. So the what's it called? The formatting I'm using here is the common American one that is used when you don't know which one to. If you need kind of a global one, this is the one you use in enterprise software and stuff like that in general. Yeah, but as Keldusar says, it depends on where you live in the world, and that's why I'm picking this one, because this is the global one. Because I could, if I was just using I could also pick a format that would be specific to your country, so it would fit. The problem is then it looks weird if you're seen from another one or send it to another one or whatever. So it's much better to have it the same for everybody. Remember, this is something that you will only get to if you fucked up, basically. So yeah, so I don't know how I should show it in the UI, and at first I won't do that. I will just make it like I did now. I might clean up the code a bit, and also need to clean up the backups, because just adding backups all the time will just fill up your hard drive. But basically now it should make a copy each time I'm saving. So if we do something like this, and I'm saving here, and I'm saving, we get a new one. And let's try and spawn something. Then we save. And we can see here that this one actually, the last one have, and we can order by date. So we can also see, we can actually order by the name also, because, you know, we have this one is wrong. Why is it saying, why? Oh, okay, problem, let's fix that. But anyway, you can see the last one here was like 11 kilobytes and the other one was 1, because these ones are empty and this one have actually something in it. But the why is not good. Why do we have that? Is it because it should be lowercase? I think so. Oh, okay, year. Okay, see, exactly. And I knew that's why I looked it up, because there's always something. I'm always fucking this up. Yeah, I know I get some intelligence here too, but anyway. So, again, I need to put this out in a method, and I also need to make some logic run after this that I think I will make it so that it looks in the backup folder and then deletes all backups that are maybe, let's say, 3 months old or whatever, just to clean up a bit. No, that doesn't, no, not age. It shouldn't be age, because you could have been working on something, and I could make it number, so that once it get to like 100 backups, it starts deleting all the ones that the oldest ones, something like that. Yeah, the reason I'm putting in this underscore is just to kind of indicate that it's kind of a special name, but maybe it's a little too programmer like, just a habit. So here we go. So we have it here, 2022, 8, blah 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 blah. That is nice. Okay, so let's okay. Let's not make it so developer like. Let's make it like that. Backups. And we don't have to call it any more than backups because it's located in the blueprints folder, so that's pretty, you know, easy to figure out what is a backup of. So let's do it like this. Okay, so let's go here. Let's have some B-roll running. So there's a, I don't know why it's always starting with the dog. Okay, it was just a coincidence. And you can, by the way, you hear the sound. Do you hear the sound from the video here? If I stop the music? If I could stop the music. Come on. Okay, go. So don't you hear any music here? Okay. Okay, everything's just lagging. Freaking, I can't even stop the music now. Okay, music stopped. Game running. B-roll here. You don't hear anything there? Hmm. Ah, okay. Oh, det lægger for satan. Come on. Okay. It's lagging so much that I can't even click on stuff. Okay, let's try this one out just to, so we can end off this stuff here. Okay, so we are in the game here again. Maybe we are. Yes, we are in the game. Okay. Can we, okay. So let's, this is the most confusing freaking stream ever. Okay, so like this, and then we are saving. We should get a new backup folder. So here, and in here so now we can delete this underscore one because you rather have it without underscore. No problem, let's do that. And we have a backup here, which is called backup underscore. We could, yeah, backup is also fine to have in the file name, I think. File name, blah, 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 and some date time thingies, and the name of the file. So what if we go into blueprints here? Hopefully this one shouldn't show up. If we do like this, this is also something I should fix because it's taking way too long. Okay, I'm getting an error now from YouTube saying YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Jesus Christ. I'm not receiving enough frames to be able to make a game. So fix that. Okay, hopefully the backup thing should not be here. And as it's sorted by name, according to this, seemingly like this, as it's sorted by name, the backup one should be up here, and it's not. So that's perfect. And then people can go in here, open folder, and backups. And then if they want to have the backup, they can go in here, copy it in. Okay, let me just, I have some I have a lot of these old ones where we tested and trying to break it, and I just delete a lot of these, not use them anymore. So now we just take a copy of the backup, putting it in here. I could basically name it whatever I want, but now I have it in here. So then I can go in here and I can refresh, and here's the backup, and I can load it. Boom, perfect. Okay, so what if I do for rockets load whatever, and then a save as test of backups. Save that. It saves, and going into here, backups, we should have both a quick save from before, and then we have a backup of the test of backups. So that seems to be working. So that's good. That is good. Still have this problem. This is just a mod loading issues, no problem. Okay, so that actually works out well. I have to clean it up a little, and then I will put it into the next update. And somebody else before, if there's a new update, yes, there's always a new update coming, but I haven't been working on the game for 2 months, so I just started up like yesterday or the day before. And what I'm doing now is just removing the 4th of July stuff, and then just adding this little feature for Kel'Thuzar and all the other guys, so you won't miss your quick saves. And when you do, you can go in and find the backup and use that. I think I will end off the stream. Let's just use the last part of the stream here for testing some stuff, but else I will see if I can get this out today or something like that on the experimental, just to get your quick feedback on it, and then I will push it out to everybody, because we need this 4th of July stuff to go away, because it's like way overdue. It should have been away middle of July or something like that. So Kel'Thuzar, this should help you avoid rage quitting in the future. But let's test it out in the experimental branch. I'll let you guys know in Discord when it's ready on the experimental branch, so you can test it out. But there's only these two things, like fixing this backup thing, or adding this backup feature, and removing of the 4th of July stuff. So, but before we end this screen, because I don't have an ending screen stream thing, so let's test some stuff. So let me stop the music, and let me know, can you hear the sound from this B-roll here? Oh, I can see on the stream this delay is crazy. I'm just sitting here looking at the chat, nothing is happening. So either you're left, or the delay is simply too crazy. Okay, so you can hear it now. Perfect. So that was very like a minute delay or something like that. What the as soon as I play this video, it just goes. I can't even control the mouse. For fun. Trying to close down Unity. Okay. Let's try again. Okay, so can you hear this ad thingy where it runs? The lag is crazy. Crazy. Okay. Okay, forget it. Forget it now. Come on. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm rage quitting now. This is too crazy. Okay. I think I know how to fix this audio thing. I just forgot to put it in channel 1. Anyway, thank you for joining today. Just a little I'm back stream. Very good from the start with like 0 FPS in the stream and all that. I might do a tiny stream in a bit where I lower the bitrate from 10 to 8000. I think 8000 is what I usually use. Because it's, I haven't changed that much. And just moving to a new house shouldn't fuck up my computer completely. Yeah, that's it for now. See you in the next one. Again, there will be a tiny live stream in a bit, but that's only to test the lower bitrate and the lagging stuff. So yeah, see you. Thanks for joining, and hopefully I will do more live streams in the future, so we don't have to wait half a year for everyone, every live stream. So see you. And let me see. Yes, I'll do this one. See you. Bye. Amen, come on, altså.